fine.
Hello.
Hello? How's it going?
It is going okay. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. We usually got a project that's due at the end of every month at work, so it's going to be peaceful for a few days.
Well, I didn't catch that last.
Oh, no, I was just talking about work. I just
Yeah.
we have like a project that's due at the 30th or 31st of every month, and that's out the door. So it's going to be peaceful for a few days.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Let's see. So, I don't think it's a big deal, but the race mode is open this week. Last week we had a assured sword. This week there is no starting sword. So I don't think it's gonna change my opening routing that much. But just throwing it out there, I guess. Glad I remembered that.
It's. I would say like the sword for me in open assured versus regular open is mostly a thing that makes resource gathering easier and could make front of escape more of a consideration than it is in regular open
Oh, I see.
immediately. And the rest for the most part, it's basically the same, save for needing to find said swords. But yeah, my typical open route is kind of atypical.
Oh, really?
I stole it from Magnet Hands. It's sank item, save and quit, Link's house, set up tier 1, do uncle, and then you make the call as to where you are, because the upshot is you get 4 items guaranteed plus a tree pole, plus a little bit of magic if you want that. You can also use the guards in the uncle corridor to start setting up a tier 2 or tier 3 up in the woods. The downshot is obviously like the immediate save and quit, going to the uncle area before potentially doing front of escape, because if you just get blanked in those 4 checks, then it's like, well, so that's why it's not a normal opening. Most people will just pick one spot or the other, usually sank, and go into CAC because density, which makes total sense.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
And again, like there are upshots to, getting those checks out of the way. But the other big thing is trying to get the 2 tree pulls, due to the relative or potential scarcity of resources in your first handful of checks. But I mean, there's upshots and there's downshots to everything. So
yeah, I guess if I did that and I didn't get any bombs, I would probably just save and quit to Link's house. Or like if I have no weapons and no bombs, I'm probably going back to Link's house and then just going to the bushes with the bombs that people would normally go to. So you probably lose time to the uncle, but or double. You're making 2 trips to the castle potentially, but not too bad, I guess.
yeah, and again, though, it's whatever one is comfortable with. But part of the reason I did it too is because every open seed I was usually just like in total toss-up mode as to what way to go, and that way it was like, well, that's you get both of those those starting items really fast. You get the tree poles, but again, you might not need to even touch the front of escape area, so that could, it's all a relative crapshoot.
Oh, so
It's just trying to maximize resources as quick as best you can.
Oh wait, so when are you going into front of escape then?
So like in this scenario, in that opening, if I get something that can readily kill the guards in the front of escape, I'm gonna go do it. If there's a sword, if there's a hammer, um, possibly if there's a bow and you've gotten arrows. If I got a bomb 10 pack, I probably wouldn't. But otherwise, it's just those 4 checks and the tree pull, and then aiming to start setting up the secondary, which would mean killing the 2 guards in Uncle, and then killing 2 guards on your way to the Lost Woods if you start at Sank, or yeah, that's probably the better one. But again, though, the secondary tree pull is, you know, it's just trying to grub for resources, and not necessary per se.
I see. Sorry,
But I would just go with whatever you feel comfortable with.
I definitely want to try that at some point. Maybe I'll get comfortable with, at least try it out, see how it goes. Let's see, where is... Sorry, I was just rolling the seed.
No worries.
Open up my auto tracker. Yeah, I'm glad this worked out. I know your schedule says like 9 o'clock is like the latest, so
yeah, I can readily do later on enough notice, but
okay.
it's just being on like the safe side, just in case there's like folks in like Pacific time who are like, yeah, I can start at like 10 my time and 1 a.m. Eastern. I'm like, well, that might be pushing it.
Yeah. Blue window. I think we're good. Boom. Okay. Oh, let's turn auto start off. Auto start. Okay. So yeah, I think what I'll do today is still do the opening I did last time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do Sank start and then head to the forest, hoping for bombs, and then going into CAC. And then yeah, if that doesn't pan out, then I'll go to Link's house and try to 50-50 some bombs for a bit, and then I'll go in the south side of
like
south side of Kakariko.
Worst case, you should wind up with more than enough money to buy bombs. It's definitely not ideal, but between all of the checks in Kakariko.
Yeah,
There should be $50, right? Surely.
usually. I don't think I've ever had a major problem with money. Um, I think I've seen like, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it where it's you're just completely. It's like it's you. The worst case I've seen is like you have 60 rupees and it's like I'm buying bombs and I'm skipping the bottle merchant for a bit or something.
Mhm.
Emote
Also, could you share your screen?
Yes. Thanks for the reminder. Sorry about that.
No worries. I know you got a lot to got a lot to set up.
Uh, yeah, and I guess my opponent this week is also. Both of us are in Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. I've been playing that for
Okay.
6 or 7 years. I don't know if main tournament's supposed to start in like a month. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it or not this year, but we'll see. Mostly just due to time. Where is
The screen is not showing up for me.
Yeah.
Is it having connection issues?
Um I have been having some like minor issues with connections, but usually it's something like I was just having problems with the yeah, I don't know what is up with my computer recently. Okay, I think it's working now. Now it's giving me your stream is running, so we're gonna.
Hmm.
Oh, you still not
It's,
seeing it?
yeah, it just keeps giving me
Oh,
loading.
you've been disconnected. Here, I'm trying it again.
There it is.
Oh, you got
All
it.
right. Yeah, I do now. Yes.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. All right, I'm gonna ask if Zatrex is ready to go. Okay, we are dropping the gate.
All right.
Are you sure you want to do that? Three, two, one, go.
Set cart, maybe.
Potentially.
Hmm.
So I'll admit I have not had a ton of time over the past few days to like blue forward red to review stuff. I think the biggest thing that we talked about last week was me trying to think ahead,
Hmm.
plan out where I want to go, based on items that may or may not show up and stuff. So I'll do my best to think about that during this race.
Yeah, it's again, it's like a learned skill, but like that coming out of Sank right there was nice. Set up the movement. That's a worthless tier 1. Cool, cool. Take that ahead of CAC for sure.
Yes, very nice. No, too early. I don't want your single rupee. I should have picked it up. Nah, whatever. There's some cash.
Yeah. It's just free 20s right there.
gonna try for one more.
Yeah, I think getting 3 is nice. You may have to burn one. Well, that's less than ideal, but
They are not bomb droppers today. Alright, I'll give it one more shot. I know there's a bush in Kakariko if I absolutely have to. Here we go.
yeah, the bush is by the refill hut, so
I will say I don't really go this way through Kakariko very often, so.
yeah. The upshot to it is you don't have to walk out of Blind's hut, which is nice.
That's true.
Because that is surprisingly slow.
Oh boy.
Cool sword. Alright, mark that.
Wow.
That's a nice early hammer. Nice free bombs.
Well, I'll do Cagwell first.
Yeah, slightly less than ideal money spot because you're almost assured to have Final Guy money by the time that Blind's hut is done, but
there we go.
We're good. All good. Never a doubt. Just a tiny little optimization strat here. If you pull the pots on the right side and go straight up, you don't have to adjust to open the chest.
Oh.
So especially in cases where you're not concerned about the hearts, you're not concerned about the 5 rupees, you can just pull the ones on the right, go straight up and not actually have to move. It's tiny, but it's those tiny things that do add up sometimes.
Yeah.
So glove, that opens back of escape. Nothing else really came clear here. Past this, you start getting into the question of front of escape, South Shore in some fashion, and Saha, possibly diving independent Eastern. So those are the kind of things that you want to start thinking about, like which option do I prefer right now.
Honestly, glad not to see a key because, yeah, I know some people will take the key and go straight to Dark Cross, and kind of hard to do that without a sword or anything to feel around in the dark. But
yeah, absolutely.
He just had to go. I think last time I was doing Dam and then going straight to Agina.
Last time you also had no pieces of Dark World access.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, you currently do. You currently have 2.
Okay.
So density is at a premium. Mini Molnorm Cave right now is a little bit of a challenge. because hammer hitbox sucks, but
I have
it's
almost enough bombs. Ooh.
Well, that's interesting.
See what the... Nope.
Could have been better, Crab. Could have been better.
Could have been somebody. Yeah, we'll give bombs a shot here. Today we're dying.
That's all right.
Here's my thought. Now that I'm low on bombs, maybe should I just try to go into escape with my hammer?
I think that's totally reasonable.
If I had 10 bombs, I would go back and
Yeah.
try Mini Moldworm Cave again. Well, I could buy 10 bombs first, but...
Yeah, the alternate plan, I guess, in that situation is you buy the 10 bombs and maybe dive Saha, since it's just a couple screens. But you do have Uncle. You do have Uncle.
Oh, God.
You might have a secondary triple. I'm not sure. You did, and it sucked. Well, Crab's triple's not very cooperative here. Neither's Uncle. Cool. Good stuff.
I do like picking up these. Well, that's a thing.
Okay, that is really nice. That's a nice bow. Yeah, in that situation here, it's probably faster to actually loop around those bushes to walk around than try to pick up and throw 4 of them through the guards.
I see.
Simply because they're going to continue to aggro at the spot, so it's going to take a while. And while walking around actually does take a while.
Yeah.
It also comes with less issue in terms of variability.
Yeah, I think going through that top row of bushes, I'm just used to having a sword, and not having a sword totally changed the screen. Because you can at least push them back far enough to where you can walk past them, give them some knockback.
I do not like that small key.
No. Yeah, it's kind of...
And that puts Darkross in logic with a either fire source. That should still be there. Nice flute.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do like picking up those 2 magic pots in, what do you call it? In By the Uncle, because you just never know if you're gonna get a magic item before you get a sword.
That's true, yeah.
Well, you know, that kind of screws up my death ward. I think for now I'm gonna save and quit. And
I think that's the right play. That is, you know, even if one is comfortable with going to Darkross in the dark, that it's still long. It's long, it's slow, you don't have a sword.
If I had a sword, I would seriously consider it. But if I'm not really afraid of dark rooms if I can fumble around with, you know, I could probably do it with a hammer, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, it's just that, like, whether it's worth doing at this point, just because it will take a while. It's for one item, and you do still have access to a lot of other stuff. So, you know, if that becomes something that you absolutely have to because everything else turns out to stink and you get a fire source and puts it in logic, it's like, oh well. But, you know, right now you've got You got Mini Moldworm Cave that is significantly easier, hopefully, with the bow. You also have Ice Rod if you want to use that too.
Uh-huh.
You can get around to these other places. Only one thing on the mountain is in logic right now.
You know what? I want that bomb very badly.
Yep, it's worth it. This guy, though. Oh, sniped. Nice book game. That's a bit of a frustrating book because still a fire source away from that being a completable dungeon. Possibly boots like Last Seed.
That's true.
Getting better 50-50 luck on the back half here. So let's see, you got Saha, you got Eastern Dive, you have Zora, Mountain, Lagina, Desert, Desert Ledge. Desert could be something, could be a total lockout.
I'm gonna do Sahasrara because it's 3 free ones. And then that'll just complete my, what do you call it? My knowledge of pendants, because we already know where 2 of them are.
Yeah, I would say if you're going to do a Dark World map check later, though, there's actually no real utility in talking to Saha here. Because if you want to get the 5-6 crystals, you're still going to need to do a map check.
True.
So it just saves on him using his text box. Green Pendant Thieves, fun time.
Every time. Well.
Okay, that is Dark World. Excellent. Oh, well. Nice boots. All right, well, would have been nice to have a little earlier, but that's still very solid.
God, all right, what do you think of at least, well, is there anything else in the Light World sphere that I want to do before I dive into the Dark World?
I would probably lean toward like starting either in Village or Hype Cave and just try to knock out
yeah, I
as
forgot
much
about
as
Hype Cave,
possible.
thank you. Hype Cave is your friend.
And then you can make a call as to like which direction you prefer to go. Hype left to dig game, hype north to catfish. I mean, technically pod is beatable, but that's pretty gross right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one thing I should have had you do. That's my bad. I should have gotten the sword first.
Oh yeah.
Should have gotten the library sword.
I wrote it down, already forgot about it. How bad is that? Oh. Tell you what, well, I'm gonna go left to Stumpy and dig game, because that's the way I would normally go in this situation, and then if I'll probably be in a position to save and quit anyway. Tried to turn and dash. Just grab the wall.
Yeah, when you have a glove, let's see, ice and was that Turtle Rock?
Yes.
Okay. When you have a glove, the faster way over here is to actually go left from Hype Cave and then pick up the rock and then come here. It's obviously has more RNG because of the bombers, but it does save time on transitions.
I see.
So barring a mirror being here, I would probably say save and quit to Sank, do bonk rocks, get that sword, and yeah, you don't really have much on the mountain, so yeah, that dive into the village out area might be the most dense. So you'd really like to have a fire source before you go to desert.
Yeah, and I'd like to fire source before going into well, I
Oh,
think.
bonk rocks, bonk rocks,
Thank
bonk
you.
rocks. No worries, everybody. Everybody misses bonk rocks when you get boots a little bit later. And it helps to have like your in this kind of situation when you don't yet have a sword to have like a whatever your best weapon is for dealing with things in a small window available. So in
Probably
this
would be
case, it would
bow.
probably have been hammer just to get rid of them. Yeah, so you have Village of Outcast checks, Green Pendant Thieves, which is fully in logic. Pod is interesting because of that early bow, but again, you don't have a ton of health, so
That's making me kind of want to just dip Skullwoods because it's kind of a non-committal
yeah,
play, and I could pop an item out of there.
yeah. With it being a crystal, I would definitely at the very least go into village first in case
Okay.
Fire Rod is there. Not saying that Fighter Sword / Hammer Moth on 5 hearts green is fun, but
I mean, here's the thing: if I can get past the Hellway, I'm okay with Thieves Town on 5 hearts. It's just that one room that could go south. Well, I got 2 bottles. I'm gonna at least check C-shaped house before I come in. I got a
yeah.
red
In
goo
this
and sorry, go ahead.
No, in this spot, I would probably just check them all. Just in case you find anything out. Like, because if right now, if you're diving into Thieves with the interest in potentially beating it, which I
Yeah.
think is very valid right now, why not give yourself every opportunity to maximize those chances? Because you're going to be checking this anyway before going north.
Well, that's a big help, to be honest.
Item 1. Okay, guy.
Saw it coming. Didn't move fast enough. Hello.
Interesting.
That's 3.
3 item front.
This is a pendant dungeon. At what point would you have bailed after 3 mostly strong items like that? What did it well hook shot and red boomerang, but like
Yeah, hooks. That's the only thing. Like boomerang's helpful, no doubt. Hookshot obviously is the only thing there that has logical implications.
yeah.
I would have been strong. I would have strongly considered it.
Oof.
Because you do have, with the flute, you do have stuff on the mountain that is available now with hookshot in Logic. I don't think that there is any problem in considering going to the back here. Because it's, I mean, if this is regular pendant, I think bailing makes even more sense. Green pendant, at least there's 2 items effectively left in here.
Oh, that's right, it's green. I forgot to mark that.
Yeah. This is a good series of rooms to have hookshot available. Oh, that is last item. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick these up.
Yeah, that's good. Good knowledge right there.
My thought is at least give this one shot and see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
At least I don't have to go get the big chest.
Yeah, you don't have to open the blind cell chest either.
I should have just snuck through when I had the chance. Yeah, I should have just switched to hammer there, but I didn't think I was going to get stuck. Stun prize, 5 rupees.
Not terribly useful. Yeah, this is another room where hookshot is actually really useful, because the fastest way with good RNG from the Zyzex is hookshotting to the couple of doors.
Oh, that's right. You can hookshot those. Just checking right. You can hookshot those cell doors. I forgot. This should be fine.
Nice. Alright, so that's an extra check in the back pocket for later.
Should I go into Skull Woods or should I? I'm thinking climbing the mountain
I
with
think
that
it's
hookshot.
I think it's right now you're in Dark World. It's slow to get back here. I would just check it. Just check it. Also gives you some opportunity to look at bumper ledge.
I'll look at that first.
Gives garbage. Yeah, however you want to approach this, I think is okay. Whether you want to be thorough with it or just dive the front and be like, well, if the setup is not great.
Oh, we had a red boomerang too.
Yeah, that was smooth. I'm at least gonna go grab that small key. What's that? Map. Yeah, so right now you're hoping to spike something here and skull. Probably not likely. Top left, I think, is yeah, and bottom right.
I swear, every time I like skip Skull Woods, I regret it. Of course, that's a bad attitude. Look at those bomb droppers.
Hey, where were they earlier? Oh wait, they were in the Moldorm Cave. I also got the bomb drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now, I mean, it really feels like Mountain, because boy oh boy, Skullwoods is... It's not coming through here.
I'm saving and quitting out of here anyway. Wow,
Awesome.
complete bust.
Awesome. Tremendous. Well,
you love to see it.
Alright, so let's see. Mountain right now has 8 checks in logic plus Hera is of questionable logic. And plus saving Gary here.
Oh, because I don't have a light source for Hera.
Yeah, so you might... It could be fully in logic, and nothing else besides the first 2 checks could also be the situation. So it's a bit of a limbo situation, similar to Skullwoods.
My thought is
You could have...
people like to skip the... Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, I guess my thought was I'm going to skip the basement anyway. Mm-hmm. But what you're saying is, yeah, but what if you can't skip the basement?
Yeah, because you know, Hammer, not Hammer Yump, Herapot is not in logic, so
got it.
You could have like a compass and a small key in the front, and that's all that's actually in play, logically speaking.
Well, I guess my thought is that it's also... It takes a while to climb the mountain. I don't see it as being that big of a diversion. That's just my thought process. I could be completely wrong as well.
In terms of what? Like checking Hera or not?
Yeah.
Oh no, I think you totally check it. I'm just talking out loud about what's actually in logic right now.
Very nice. Oh, I'm full.
That is Ether Tablet as well.
Yes. Yeah, I do understand we want to go to Hera first before we do Spiral Cave. What did I just do? Oh god. I full screened it. I was trying to like click off really quick for tracking and what have you.
Yeah, in this situation it's actually probably okay to do Spiral now because you have 2 places that you haven't checked in Spec-Rock Cave and Spiral.
I see what you're saying. I should have ended over... I could have potentially just ended over here.
Yeah, or alternately, I didn't notice it till you were already going to the other side of the mountain without Mirror going up to check Spec-Rock Cave and then going right. And that way you come in Hera and then you finish in Spiral Cave.
I see. That's not a great sign to start.
Interesting.
Tell you what. Please.
You don't have the big.
Great
right?
point.
Yeah.
Well, the big key. I think we know where the big key is, right? The big key has to be
Yes,
in
the
the
big
basement.
key is fire locked in the basement. So this pendant and the second item are both fire locked, but that's fine because you need a fire source to beat the game anyway. So that's a significantly less logical concern, I would say. Moldor, please. Nice. All right, well, basement's dead. So now you're kind of priced into. I would probably say do Spiral right now, and if you want to check Spec Rock Cave, do it off of a save and quit for the old man,
Yeah.
because it's going to take significantly longer to either get back to Spiral Cave or to do Spiral Cave and then come back to the left side of the mountain. But we have not found anything up here that's interesting. So, I mean, right now your densest location is Pod, which could largely be fire locked, but running out of places here.
Yeah, I think I kind of want to just go to pod at this point.
Yeah, you can consider turning in the green pendant beforehand.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Agina's a slow check, but it's Spear 0, Spear 1. I'd kind of, I would still kind of want to greed that if we can find a, fire source somewhere. Pair that in with desert at the very least. All right. What do you have in your bottles?
One blue and one empty.
Okay. Are you comfortable with dark turtles if necessary?
Yeah, this should be okay.
So you do have medallions too, which is good.
Yeah, we should be alright. I might kind of fumble through it, but it should be fine.
Yeah, and again, like, you make use of your resources. You have an absurd amount of money, so if you do need potions later, you can get that.
I don't think I've seen that roebuck drop that far in the on the screen. It just jumped like down straight twice. Oh boy.
Alright, bow locked pod. Not like that's that much of an issue.
It's 2. 3 keys.
Ew.
1 item.
That's gross. Well, you don't need to go to Vanilla Vicky chest, yay, but...
Oh, why not?
Because it's a small key.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, there's guaranteed to be at least 4 in the front.
Ah.
So you picked up a compass, you picked up the first item, so that is small key number 4, which also can inform what hellway might be here in the back, depending on whether there are any small keys in this chest plus the rupee basement. So that is small key 5.
2 items.
Okay, so you don't need to open hellway either.
No?
Nope, because that is small key 6.
I see.
It'll just be a key. It'll just be a key for a key. So you've got the map
80.
and 3 items left.
I'm just more comfortable going this direction through the dark room.
Yeah, that's totally fine. After playing cross keys so much, it definitely became the easier way for me too.
Exactly, yeah. 3?
You can just use a bomb. Sometimes they're cooperative and sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
Alright, so you should still be able to get downstairs with full health.
Yeah.
With those 3 hearts in the pots before the mimic's room. And again, you've got, if you need it, you can spam the medallions after flipping turtles.
True.
Quake, trying to remember which ones actually. Pretty sure Quake kills them after they're flipped. Ether might too.
Look at that 10 arrow drop.
Timely. Alright, so assuming this is nothing though, I think you probably need to follow up on the shovel to pay that off.
I see.
Because that's all you've gotten from this, and then it starts to become decisions between stray checks like Spec Rock Cave, the desert area, Eastern, because right now the fire source is blocking up a lot in this seed. And it starts making me think that there's a fire source in a fairly readily available place.
Three, 4, 5. Where are you? I see it.
Alright.
Not ideal, but it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah, you're alright. Yeah, and I wouldn't be afraid to use the potion if you need it.
Yeah.
Just so you don't have to do this again.
Well.
So I think you are Oko to Helma right now.
That's true.
Let's try to... At this point, it's just let's make sure the fight is successful. And you can always restock on potions with your $1,300 and nice...
True.
Nice RNG helmet.
14, 15, 16, spit it.
There you
The
go.
despawn.
Nice.
Oof. Definitely gonna save and quit because walking out of Helmasaur is not. Part of me wants to dip into desert just because there's. Well, I'm gonna go to. Part of me wants to do the desert area, even if I can't finish the dungeon, because I feel like there's the most items there.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. Yeah, the book has... We've only been able to look at one thing for the book. The book hasn't paid anything off, so I'd still consider doing shovel first to knock it out.
Yeah, I'm going there first.
And yeah, and I would also probably in this situation do Agina first before desert. Because the last thing you want is like Lamp to just be free in Agina and then go in there and be like, oh well, great, I could have beaten the dungeon rather than double dipping it. Cute game. Cute game. Love it. Now I would do Agina second. All right. Well, that's intriguing.
Wait, so we wanted you to double dip pod.
No.
Wait, where was the shovel?
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. Yes. Yeah. It was. Yeah. It was. It was a logically required double dip. Good stuff. Okay. So let's assume desert's nothing.
Yeah.
Pedestals in logic.
That's true.
You have 2 of 3 medallions right now. I would strongly consider going to read pedestal. Or just going eastern, because that is where your current largest concentration of items is right now. Because everything else you have is really stray. You have Dark Cross, you have Pyramid Ledge, Catfish, Speck Rock Cave, and Agina outside of Eastern. That's a very motley crew of checks.
Yeah, and then Dark Cross is starting to worry me because I know somebody else might have gotten that earlier.
Yeah, you really weren't in wonderful position for that. That again, like talking like ideal world, it would be wonderful to have a mirror and be able to do that with Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it is kind of out of the way.
Yeah, but the unfortunate thing is, basically all of the things that are left are kind of out of the way.
Which is what makes Eastern so attractive, because it's just there's 3 items in there for the trip.
Plus, you grab that pendant and just do effectively at this point, just do pedestal blindly.
Yeah.
Which is entertaining in its own regard, but
Yep. Well, I mean, I can route that in with the checking the lumberjack cave or something. Maybe should have used the sword beam there.
Yeah, that is in play too. Yeah, that is not a fun one to get back to, unfortunately. It's a down shot of going up the mountain with flute. And you don't even have flippers to make getting there a little easier. I think there's an argument that can be made for like if you do Agina after this, saving and quitting to the mountain and checking Spec Cave, and then fluting off to Eastern after that. Because again, there's so many things that are left out. Like that's the closest one to being allowing you to just continue a route.
Oh, we want to go get Aquino over here.
So we're still looking for a lot of stuff. Dear goodness, Seed.
Oh, there's Zora as well. That's bad check because it's all by itself. But
Agina? Okay, that's okay. No, you could have just gone off the ledge there.
Yeah, I was aiming for this slope right here because it almost puts you in the room.
Yeah, off the downward slope, you can actually there is a dash line, basically to the mouth of the cave, horizontally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to play with that in my off time. Okay.
Good stuff.
Guess I didn't really need to talk to the old man, but whatever.
Yeah, I think if you do the Zora area, I mean, I don't think it's a terrible check, to be honest, because you can get, depending on how comfortable you are setting up like Fae Flipper. This point, I'm not really doing Water Walk, but you can get the Waterfall cave items if you're comfortable with Splash Deletion, potentially the Zora Ledge. But Eastern is a very, very sus situation here. This is an interesting one in terms of where you are right now.
God got me twice.
And how many items are still required for Go.
I want to see my favorite room in the game. That's my favorite Hammer Dash.
No.
Yeah, part of me wants to do, well, interesting.
Yeah, that doesn't...
Makes me wonder what's in that tree.
That's also Spike Cave, which is gross.
Oh, ew. Yeah, that's green.
That's the one thing. When you got hook shot, if you go down to the bottom door there, hooking across is faster than this.
Yeah. So used to not having hook shot. Yeah, mirror would make things a lot easier. If I get mirror, I might do that pyramid and what? Dark Cross, and then go to Catfish and hit up Zora.
Yeah, in that situation, the best way to loop things in with hookshot is to do Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb. Oh wait, no, you don't have flippers. So, I mean, if you're good with current jumping, but there is an easy way back across. But yeah, I'm talking with hookshot and flippers, which you don't have.
Yeah.
Although with bow, I guess it's fairly easy to splash delete to get across,
So
even
the
if
thing
one
is,
isn't good with current.
I've done that splash delete before in practice, but every time I try it in a race, or even a practice seat, I just miss it for some stupid reason.
That's me in current jumping.
What's current jump? Oh, current jumping. I can current jump.
I find the splash deletion to be way more reliable for me. Is that 2 items?
That's 2. Yeah, okay. I've got all the dungeon items.
Yeah, so I think if Armos is nothing, even if Armos is something, probably just pay this off and check pedestal. But everything else right now is just not wonderful.
Yeah.
Probably, actually, yeah. Probably what you noted earlier, check Lumberjack into pedestal, because that could inform your next decision. I mean, there's the Zora. The Zora has density and only one thing is in logic, and then everything else is still kind of spread, which is frustrating.
Oh, Popos are bomb droppers today. Uh-oh.
Nice. Alright.
Awesome.
Yeah. If this is a pet seed, then it like just absolutely reeks of what you see in these kind of gross pet seeds. And really, when you're like gambling on pedestal, it's honestly better sometimes to find nothing in a pendant dungeon like that. But particularly one that left for some other stuff, which was reasonable to do. Still need fire rods, still need flippers, still need mirror, still need mitts, still need Samaria, possibly bombos. That's so wild.
Alright, here we go.
Sweet. Alright, the answer is in stray garbage. Wonderful.
Well, we made friends along the way, I guess.
Yeah, this is just... yeah. This is more frustrating than a pedestal seed.
Yes, we can hook that. Well, now I'm really... well, who knows?
Yeah, I'd say at this point you just pick an option. Whichever feels best is as legitimate as the next thing. This ag is useless. Got Dark Cross, Pyramid to Catfish, Zora, and Spike Cave. That's it in terms of in-logic checks.
Spike Cave is going to be a long walk. I'm trying to think what's the best like bang for my buck. It's almost Pyramid and Catfish. A couple minutes for 2 items.
Yeah, it's...
although the Zora... I mean, Zora is going to be great because I'm going to get like 4 checks. Oh my god.
Yeah, Zora's... like... There's pluses and minuses. Honestly, Spike Cave feels like the least likely to have been checked by somebody else right now.
I'll leave that for last.
Spike Cave.
I don't know if this is faster or going to south of Link's house. I think this is slightly faster.
This is faster, yeah. So if you like play cross keys and you bring you need to flute the big bomb to a portal to bring it to the pyramid. Fluting to 5 is faster than going to the portal behind or below Link's house and going north.
Yeah, I mean, so far this hasn't felt too bad. Like this hasn't felt too bad of a check. Goodbye. Hello.
That sucks. Okay.
Well, let's go do shit. Let me just think for a second, because the closest thing is Catfish and then going to Zora, but that's God. But then I'm leaving. I'm orphaning 3 things.
You can hookshot and do the 2 mirror checks on the left side, and if you're comfortable with Kern jump or attempting a splash delete, you can get back over here to do Catfish and Zora area.
I see. Okay, so this isn't horrendous.
No, it's the closest, the stuff that's left right now is the 2 mirror lock checks, K45 and Bombo's tablet down south. Yeah, but this like situation here was what I was thinking about. Obviously, the lack of flippers does make it harder to get back across, but if either of those methods is somewhat comfortable, you can do that to get back to trying to loop as much of it in together. Yeah, this was a very unfortunate mirror.
We do want those. Yeah, we'll give Kern jump a shot.
Oh, dang. Very nice.
Thank you. Almost. Oh, yeah, we can break those blocks. Oof.
That's so unfortunate. That doesn't change anything right now. It's just fewer stuff to do later. Well, picking Hype Cave to Hype Cave to Catfish in this one is a winner.
Yeah, it really is, I guess.
But them's the breaks. I think it's. I mean, yeah, those are the kind of toss-up checks. And since you went village north, your route made more sense with what you had at that point, or as much sense as doing this. Yeah. Less likely to orphan that stuff. All right, so you're left with Spike Cave and the other 2 mirror checks.
I'll do the mirror stuff because.
Yeah, you can always flute to the mountain after Bombo's tablet. So, I mean, let's see. What is really left here? Flippers feels like it could very well be the next thing.
Yeah, flippers sends me to ice
What does
or
Mitts do?
swamp.
Yeah, Mitts opens up a lot too, so it's kind of a toss up. Fire Rod would open up the back of Skull. That's basically it, other than fetch quests. What does that do? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Ice is a little more locked than I thought it was going to be. I need mitts and a fire source and flippers to get in there. Meyer, I don't know my medallion, but I need mitts.
Yeah, that's okay. I think Meyer is the play, but I would consider getting potions if you need them.
Sure.
Just to, yeah, you have plenty of money to hedge against that. And get the free refill from the guy.
Thank you. Yeah, at least get the Meyer knowledge of the medallion and check Meyer ship and checkerboard.
Yep, and if you can get into Meyer, which odds are you probably can, then that's another beatable crystal.
That one's going to be rough with my loadout, but it's
You
possible.
do have half magic. You do have cape.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
So worst case, you can do a scuzzy pity fight. Just put on the cape and hack.
Silvers. Nope. I'm gonna check checkerboard really quick, just because it could improve my odds of Meyer. But now it looks like Dark Mountain has a lot. Well, there's Dark Mountain and there's the trading sequence. I think Dark Mountain has quite a few things, right? There's 4 in Hookshot. Well, 4 in Hookshot Cave, 2 in Super Bunny.
Yeah, if you have 1 in Spike Cave, and then everybody's favorite, possibly Turtle Rock without Fire Rod.
I mean, Fire Rod's going to be on Laser Bridge, obviously.
I mean, that's a funny key layout. It's an entertaining seed to take those.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kidding, but...
I've had it. It's fun.
Oh, really?
It's good times. Oh, yeah. Not frequently, unfortunately. Then it wouldn't be funny. I guess, unfortunately.
Oh, I guess the right thing to say is Bo is always on Laser Bridge.
Oh, yeah, we got early hookshot and early ice rod and no pendant TR. What a disappointment.
Right.
So let's see. Okay, what? So Fire Rod can't be Pyramid Fairy. Flippers cannot be Pyramid Fairy. So that situation's effectively dead.
I'm gonna be really safe with this room just because.
Oh yeah, for sure. You have half magic, and there are plenty of magic drops in this dungeon.
Oh, so far two keys.
Yeah, you got two smalls.
2 keys. Okay. What's funny is I never see that fire snake go left. Like every time I've watched a tournament game, you know, you see the thing where the fire snake goes where you want to walk, and you end up wall pumping with it. I rarely have to do that. I'm usually, the fire snake goes down for me. I don't know if maybe it's just a frame rule thing or what, but it's like every time I watch Andy play this game, he's always wall pumping with that fire snake every single time.
So when you have lamp in this situation, it's probably a little more efficient to clear the remainder of the front of the dungeon before doing cutscene.
I see.
Just because this is
Brutally slow.
slower than it's slower than one thinks.
Maybe time to refill water. I just got a Nalgene and I'm dumping in my cup.
So there's only one item left here. Now, do you know the rule in like open cas boots modes where if you on the fire rod lock side there on the left, if it's a small key in the top room, that the big key is guaranteed to be in cutscene?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's very helpful in modes like this. Nice flippers game. All right, well, that's a nice clear cut. Next option.
Going to Swamp Palace next.
Yep.
Yeah, still need a fire rod and maybe bombos. I forgot I had a lamp. This is not going to be as hard as usual.
Yeah, at least it's a C2 that had boots and hookshot in a timely fashion. Watched a race yesterday between a couple of mentees that had to do this like totally dark, no boots. They might have had hookshot, but doesn't really help with that bonk boot setup for laying down the Samaria on the block.
Yeah, I have not learned spooky action glitch yet, which is kind of funny, but
I didn't learn it for a very long time.
Let me think. Oh god, I got nailed. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. If you use cape and just sit at the bottom of that little spot there, and you can just stand and wail, or you can,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So if you see the spot directly, you don't change anything now, but the spot directly below Vitreous, that little like loose spot there, if you stand there and just point northward, you can just do what you're doing here, and they're just gonna cluster on top. And it's not fast. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Got through it.
We're safe. Oh no, we have mirror. Swamp Palace.
Yeah, so obviously here, I think that this is another one of the situations like the last seed, where you play to go to the back first, check the couple things in the front, go to the back. If you spike fire rod, you're in go, obviously.
Well, we don't know what Turtle Rock is. Medallion.
Oh, that's true. Bombos, right? I think you gamble that though in this situation,
I like that.
especially being a little bit later than one could have to mirror. I think
I spent a bit of extra time on 3 pendant dungeons, which I'm not mad about. I'm just saying, like, yeah, given the time I spent on 3 pendant dungeons, maybe I should be being a little more aggressive here.
I think without Fire Rod showing up pretty readily,
Go back in and finish.
probably, yeah. Obviously, I think the worst thing to find in here is Bombos, because that creates additional decisions. Bombos being in GT would be the ideal situation in this seed.
I see.
Because if it shows up here in the front, you're left with the decision of, okay, do I go back in for, let's just say theoretically 1 item? Do I go to ice and then do the other checks, the other flipper checks, and then gamble mountain? Those are the kind of not so fun decisions that wind up coming up.
I should be thinking about it while I'm doing this. I'll at least grab this key.
What did you get in the first check?
Hard piece.
Okay. You did have the roundabout room there, but I think now that you're already here, just go to the boss.
Yeah.
Check the items.
I don't think that's right. I must have been a pixel too high or low or something. I still want to lock into a sword upgrade if I can, or a silvers.
Yeah, I definitely think that, like, even if you hit go mode, like, there's no issue in if you go back up the mountain checking Hookshot Cave, for instance.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the prudent play. Swords have been in short supply. There has been no mail upgrade.
Mail upgrade would also really help.
Yeah, it was low on the priority for me learning, but learning to do this fight with Master Sword and spins, I'm definitely not the fastest, but it definitely saves a lot of time versus slashing.
I used to do, what do you call it, menu boss, but that feels slower every time I do it.
No, yeah, menu boss is pretty much for extreme situations.
If you have no sword.
Yeah, usually really usually like really gross Randomizer seeds.
We're going back in. And I grabbed the Phelps key because I'm not going to bother with diver down key.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that somebody tasked all the keys, and the diver down key is the slowest one, which makes a lot of sense, but also kind of disappointing because that's... Alright, so if we get nothing...
If you get nothing, right now you're in Dark World by like Hylia. You didn't scout the Hylia Island or Guy Under the Bridge, so that this is the best time really to do those 2 checks.
Yeah.
And then you're left with making the call back to where you were earlier, really, of Smith Chain. First, oh, you also have Waterfall Ferry too.
Thinking I'll do Waterfall Ferry and then
The number one thing to do first is, if you're going to be doing those checks, is Highly Island, because you're already in the Dark World.
That makes sense, yeah. And then I think going to Hobo is fine because I can flute away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can flute back to 8 and do Waterfall Ferry, and then flute from Waterfall Ferry to whichever you find to be the better option of mountain stuff versus Smith Chain.
Probably mountain.
Yeah, mountain is significantly more dense.
And I'm also missing the powder. Wait, I'll just go. I'm getting ready to set up for a diver down, and it's like, what do you... No. Yeah, this is an NMG. We want to go this way. Oh,
Cute.
boy.
Cute. Alrighty.
Do we just start clearing dungeons, or should I just... Do I want to leave Turtle Rock for last still, or gamble it now and see what it is?
No, you leave it for last. You leave it for last, absolutely.
So you
you just start clearing stuff. Yeah. If you want to make additional checks as you're going through these dungeons, that's totally cool. But yeah, it's you clear ice and clear skull, and
you hope you have the medallion.
Yep.
And then you're good.
And then if not, you're checking the stuff outside of Turtle Rock. Do you know I should have mentioned this when we were talking. I got distracted, unfortunately. When you flute to 8 to go do ice as you did here, did you know that if you flute again before you enter Ice Palace, you can trigger the free sword to come out of the wall a little bit earlier?
Yeah, so I kind of did it while I was in the Dark World. I don't know if that calls the bird at all, but I think I did it right before I picked the rock up is what I did.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and then the bird never comes on the screen, so it's still 0. We want the big key. Or we don't have a big key. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did it right before I did.
Okay, I couldn't tell because
my sound is pretty low. Because I'd like to hear you, but more than I'd like to hear the game.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
I was also doing a multi-world the other day with somebody who has a just low volume mic and cranked their volume, and yeah, so I'll skip this next hammer chest because that's already 2 items, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want the small key though.
Thank you. Oh, absolutely. You positively need the small key.
Yeah, I mean, spike chest here, Freezor with half magic is not terribly bad. To just totally cover your bases for the last item. I mean, you're dropping down to, like, you... any of these, I think, is totally cool. Yeah, the Atrium check and Iced Tea are both less wonderful. But yeah, it would stink to leave a free sword behind, that's for sure.
Get out of here. Oof. No, we've got fire rod backup in case. I'll get it. Some swings in like this.
Nice.
Only 2 items. I'm gonna just jump off the ledge here, look at the Highland Island before I flew away, satisfy my curiosity. Wait, can I?
Fair enough. Well, no, because you'll be in the swimming, so you're not gonna. I mean, you could swim to the
Well, I can.
steps,
I'm
I
just
guess,
gonna
but
peek at it and nothing else. There's some shallow water.
oh yeah, there's some shallow water. Oh, it's fine. That's right. There's a big patch there. $50, never getting.
Well, for all the stuff I've done this seed, still under an hour and a half at this point. So
Yeah, I mean, this is except for Castle Tower. It's Uppsala Dungeons. Don't remember. Was there anything of value in any of those pendant dungeons?
I don't think so.
Like the lights were so bright on all of those, and it's just trash after trash after trash. Maybe something in the front of Thieves? I don't remember.
There was a hook shot in Thieves, that was it.
Okay, well, there we go. One dungeon between, let's see, 5, 9, 10 with the green pendant turn and pedestal.
I'm gonna need to start picking up some arrows for Ganon's Tower.
Well, there's some.
Skip. And again, I'm not familiar with where this Wallmaster is, so I'm just gonna kill it. In NMG, like your timing cycles and everything, and
yeah, the more you go in there, the more you get a sense of where it's likely to be, but based upon the stuff you've done. Moth, please. Good use of the potion.
he or she is not being generous.
Do you have the cape?
Yeah. Oh god.
Good, nice. Moth, please die. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Well, the first thing we're doing is getting some potions.
Sounds like a good idea.
Spend this millions of money I have.
But you made use of them and didn't die, so that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, at this stage of the seed, you might as well just buy 2 blues.
Oh.
Or yeah, multiple, because you're probably not coming back there. You have more than enough money. That way, it just clears up everything you got.
Yeah.
That way, you don't have to worry about potentially needing to burn 2 potions. So, how comfortable are you with Hammer Trinex?
I'm okay with it. I do it from the front. I don't know if you can do hammer trinix from the back side. I don't know.
You can, but it takes a lot of proficiency.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I
I just asked because I think the
with
the
half
play right
magic, I'll be
here.
all right.
Yeah, I think the play here is to do Turtle Rock, and then if you're still feeling in need of, swords, want to check for anything, you check Hookshot Cave on your way to GT.
I see.
So that way you're not doing a couple of extra screen transitions to come back. Okay, do you have the medallion?
Welcome to go mode.
That's not really a surprise, I don't think.
Did I get the spin speed? Nope. That's fine. I thought I could get that off. I do know you don't want to electrocute yourself while you're on this, but I thought I had the room to.
Yeah, usually with sword beams, I try to do it before I get on the platform, or with the guy at the top right, guy in the bottom left, do it when they're mostly off screen.
Big key. Ooh,
Okay,
that's a big help. Please.
So we don't have to check lava chest, which is good. Do have to steal the key, but don't have to check lava chest.
Yes. Why am I going away from my red cane? Perfect. Thank you. Goodbye. The very well behaved chain chomps. We want to go back to fire route at this point. Don't open the door. Don't. My favorite thing to do is to try to block off that bunny beam while it's on its way over, if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just going straight up fire strats or fire rod strats because no. Oh, hello. Wait, big chest or skip?
That's totally your call. It's a 3% chance that you get locked out from going to Laser Bridge if you went right there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
That was also something that happened in that race last night. This is the safer way. It's going to guarantee that you won't have to backtrack from.
Well, that's a thing.
Yeah, free extra potion.
I got the 3%. I think in week 1. My mentor that week explained it to me. I already forgot. I have it written down somewhere, but it's like, yeah, we got all the way to roller room and there was no key here. We don't even have to go to Laser Bridge. I think we didn't have to go to Laser Bridge last week either.
Yeah, I think you were right. And you do have powder too if you want to powder the anti-fairy in here. Either way, you also have all of those potions.
Yeah.
So worst case scenario, you know, you burn one of the three, one of the three blues.
Yeah.
Now with now with silvers, at the very least it won't be 24 spins to win.
Oh yeah. Really. I'm starting to get a. That was a miss. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's 5 hits. I thought it was gonna be.
It
8.
is. Yeah, it's 5 hits with hammer.
8 with master sword. This Trinex is peeing all over the floor. Bad dog. Oh, this is not cool.
And fire rod, when it's stunned. Ooh, good time for blue.
Might as well.
Yeah, fire rod can, when the head is stunned, it does damage. So you can like spam fire rod at the head in addition to like swiping it with sword. It's gonna be faster with all of this ice on the floor, probably.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a little safe here and kind of cut the corner on the inside here. Get one spin in. I might go for some hammer strats.
Yep. Smart decision. Okay, try next. Okay, try next. Okay.
Somebody needs to task to see how much of the floor they can fill up with ice. I tried it once, like some really basic, like, what do you call it? Just BSing around in the practice hack with save states, and I don't know. I got like maybe a quarter of the room filled up, but maybe somebody else can do better.
It's wild. Yeah, so this is a spot where I'm totally cool with checking Hookshot Cave. 4 really quick checks. You know, if you wind up with a fast GT big key, you really don't want to be diving extra rooms in GT, hunting for swords.
That's fine.
Awesome. Excellent.
It's got to be in Spike Cave, huh? You guys just had to converge there. Boom, boom, boom.
I will be right back, I apologize.
Okay, no worries.
Alright, back. Oh, I see you spiked a sword.
Yeah, it was in Hope Chest on the right side. So now
Excellent.
we're in great shape. And we got a nice little health refill.
Very good.
What a bully, jeez. Red mimics. Well. All good. It took me like an hour of grinding this room to figure out an okay strat. Like, it's so subtle, but like that red Igor will aggro you every time if you're like too many pixels to the left in that room. Oh, we missed. Really? Thank you.
Well, the Wizrobes. Nice. Drop group here for a climb.
Yeah, it was like a full refresh. If I was low on magic, I might have gone out of my way for that, but there's plenty of opportunities up here to get more magic.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I have half magic. Don't think I need to bother with...
And in that spot, if you don't actually need the health, you just skip the powder there. Just saves a couple seconds.
Yeah, I was just trying
It's
to
muscle memory a lot of times.
I was honestly thinking of skipping it, but I also wanted to just get them off the screen. I probably should have just opened the chest. Like, I know like elite runners skip that, but it's like a gold sword makes a big difference for me.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm probably fine with all the stuff I have, but yeah, I was just trying to clear the anti-fairies off the room just because. That's a 2. Probably not standing in the best spots here.
That last one was pretty good.
Almost. Despawned.
Yeah. Alright.
Except, I'll take it.
Yeah, I think they counterfeited one of your doubles, unfortunately. Felt like it should have been done one cycle earlier.
Yeah. face the greatest in the 2, 3. It's so hard to hit that double spin. Oh, come on.
It's a good spot here. Yeah, I'd be willing to use cape right after this.
Absolutely.
Just keep cape up until it's clear. You have silvers. That's a wise decision right there.
Yeah, no more. Can't really afford to die at this point.
Yeah. You're in position if you're comfortable enough with it to prioritize getting that first silver hit in, and then using fire rod for the torches, even without torch glitch. But if you are more comfortable with torch glitch, I say go for it.
I'm just gonna try for the torch glitch. I think it's
go smart. Do what's most comfortable. Oh, game, please.
That's fine.
Maybe you're alright.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hitbox. Yeah, he's.
Okay, you got a shot at double here.
Nice. Hitbox is kind of hard to hit with that thin little arrow, and it's terrifying to go to the edge.
Yeah, that top level, you don't want to get too high and take a silly ball.
$153. Thank you. Yeah, considering we full cleared everything basically, a 153 doesn't feel too horrendous.
No, it's pretty nice.
There's still a lot of green on this tracker too. Like considering we did all the pendant dungeons.
Yeah, let's see what is left.
Smith chain.
The entirety of the Smith chain. One thing skull. One thing ice, I think.
Yes.
Waterfall fairy, mimic cave, super bunny. I don't know. You would know better than I would how many things are left in Turtle Rock.
I
think at least a couple, right?
Yeah, at least a couple. Laser Bridge might have had 3 items on it.
You had Spike Cave and
Pyramid Fairy.
A large amount of GT.
Yeah, all of GT almost. I skipped 3, 4, all the upstairs chests as well. I wonder where that fourth sword was.
Yeah, I'd say the thing that feels good about the manner in which you cleared stuff was, aside from Skull Woods and with the way that we routed things, you were going north anyway. Like you didn't double dip any dungeon.
Oh right, yeah.
So that was a main reason why you were able to clear so much stuff and still have the time be pretty solid, even though we came close to last locating that mirror.
Oh yeah, that's that pod double dip. Well, you're supposed to double dip pod, but yeah, that would have been pretty nasty. It would have added maybe 3 minutes, but still, or more depending on how much time you spend messing around. But I don't know what the payoff is.
And I mean, this sea though, it wasn't amazing in terms of swords, obviously.
Yeah.
You had 2 prior to GT, never found a male upgrade. Lamp was pretty ridiculous. So, there were a lot of precarious situations too. Like you were able to do fully dark pod and full clear it in one shot. So that can be a big time save if your opponent either stays away because of lack of fire source or struggles with it. You used your potions very well and avoided dying in a lot of gross boss fights, which was big. Like, again, not dying saves time. This was kind of one of those seeds, honestly, where like there are plenty of people who don't really like open because it comes down to like either sometimes pick a pendant, sometimes the tiny little clusters of checks.